plaintiff, Michael Baltimore, was friends with the defendant and allowed him to move in with him and his fiancée. However, after the defendant moved in, Michael says he started imitating Michael by getting the same haircut and wearing the same clothes. Michael is suing his former friend for truck damages and emotional distress. Defendant Michael Marcy says after he moved in with the plaintiff, he discovered it was like living in an insane asylum. Michael claims the plaintiff is a belligerent drunk who drinks vodka from the moment the sun comes up. Michael denies damaging the plaintiff's vehicle, and he's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor, this goes back to July, August of '09. I just moved to the area recently, met Mr. Marcy at a couple of his places. He had 2 jobs, smoke shop, Rite Aid. And I had asked him if he's afraid of snakes. And he says, no, he's not.
Why do you ask him that?
All right, this is how it all started. So the snake is 14 feet long. So I took the first 7 foot and he got the second 7 foot.
Okay.
160 pounds. I need help getting him out.
What kind?
A Burmese python.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big snake. And Mike helped me out with the back end. So that's, and then.
Hold on, hold the phone real quick. Hold the phone. All right. Is it not strange to you, Your Honor, that a 57-year-old man would ask a 22-year-old young man to help him with a snake, barely knowing me?
It's strange if you did. Most people, when they're asked to perform an outrageous duty, say no. What did you say?
Yes.
Now that's what I find strange. Go ahead.
Okay,
sir.
so after that, I have 8 horses, 3 acres. He was helping me out a little bit. We became friends, sort of, kept getting better. And then he would stay over and we would have little parties and barbecues and stuff like this. And then his truck breaks down and he moves in with us. I have 3 trucks. I'm letting Mr. Marcy use the truck for work, for school, to take his sister to school. That, well, I don't know about this, but his sister, I think, is his girlfriend.
Where do you get that idea, sir?
Well, she was over at the house and he's laying in her lap and she's rubbing his head. Look, I had sisters. Even when I had hair, they didn't rub my hair. So
you want to respond to that?
Well, we have a very loving relationship. I don't know how he grew up, but between me and my sister, we have a loving relationship because we're close in age. So we can.
All right. Did you want to give any more background before he gets into the car?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I met Mr. Baltimore in January of '09. As he said before, I moved in September of 2009. I found out that he's a belligerent and violent drunk. And as soon as the sun comes up, here comes his bottle of vodka like this. Chugga, chugga, chugga.
In the morning.
First thing off the bat. He's up sometimes before the sun gets up and he's drinking already. Mr. Baltimore's fiance had taken a bottle of vodka away from him and they start getting in this shouting match and this pushing contest and she gets in his face. Well, he uses his forehead against the bridge of her nose.
Wow. And the only reason I'm allowing him to speak about this is because you opened up testimony about his character, referring to he and his sister, and he's giving character testimony about you now.
I mean, at that point, I'm like, whoa, I'm in a crazy house. A mental asylum has more sane people in it than this household.
Let's go to the car, sir. Well, you loaned him one of your cars? Is that what you were saying?
Several of them.
Okay.
Several of them.
How does he owe you for repairs on one of them?
Well, he damaged them. The problem is that this guy here tries to emulate me. He
does?
Yeah.
All right, that's a good thing.
Well, I thought it was a flattery, but it started concerning me later on, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, you can't tell which one of us is which, can you?
You are absolutely right.
Thank you.
He looks exactly like you, sir. Sir, what's the deal with that?
I just happened to shave my head. It was
and you
not to
happen
emulate.
to wear the exact same shirt, and you happen to wear the exact same jeans.
No, if I wanted to emulate him, I'd be stumbling.
No,
off.
I'm just saying on this day.
No, it wasn't.
It was a coincidence?
Yes, it was.
Okay, good enough. He said it was a coincidence that day that he had his hair shaved like yours. That's a coincidence.
It gets better than that, though. I go to the store where he works at Rite Aid, and I'm going through the checkout stand. He's helping me. The manager walks by and says, Mike, you can't help family, you know that. I said, what the hell is she talking about? You know, so I just let it go. So I found out a week later, he was telling everyone at his work that I'm his dad. I mean, I like the guy. He would never steal from me. He wouldn't hurt me, but...
Let's get to the cars then. You were loaning him one of your cars in this instance, and obviously something happened.
He bought it back wrecked, yes. And,
tell me.
Here's the pictures right here. Good color ones here. Much of them right there.
All right, tell me though.
Well, he brings it back damaged and says he doesn't know what happened. Someone might have backed in or whatever, but he didn't know anything about it. Okay? So, I mean, that's when I said, well, you did it. It wasn't like that when you left. So he signed a statement to the effect. I had a higher statement because
saying what?
That was
saying that he would pay.
Oh yeah, I do.
That was signed only because he would not release my vehicle to me.
Okay, and did you damage his?
I told him somebody may have backed into it. I didn't notice the dent before.
And what did he?
Not
how
like
did he
I
respond to that?
He flipped out.
And you only signed because he forced you to. You were signing under the duress of not getting your car back.
Correct.
All right. And you say that perhaps someone backed into the truck.
Correct.
Because you never noticed it.
Correct.
Where were you with his truck that day?
I was meeting a friend at the tattoo parlor in town. Mm-hmm. And as you can tell by the vehicle, it's a rather large vehicle. Mm-hmm. So I parked way in the back so nobody would run into it. You need at least 2 parking spots to park it.
Gotcha. And you didn't want anyone to dent it.
Right.
And when you came back, you saw the dent.
Right.
And you hadn't seen it before parking.
Correct.
But you think it may have been there before you took it from him.
Because he does do a lot of yard work. And
this is the driver's side, right? That's where the dent is at, on the driver's side. Sir, you couldn't help but see this dent if you got in the driver's side. How can you say you didn't recognize the dent when you took his car? You couldn't help but see it.
That's the back end of the vehicle, Your Honor.
Yeah, and the dent starts 3 inches from the door that you're getting in.
No,
and you can't walk.
That's the passenger side door, Your Honor.
This is the driver's side. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the driver's side.
You just said it was the passenger side. So you killed all your credibility. What other damaged property, sir? Don't try to tell me what I'm looking at is the opposite of what I know it to be. Now he admits. Go ahead.
My glasses, $300.
When he sees I'm not as crazy as he thought I might have been.
He stepped on them.
Okay. Tell me how that happened.
He placed them under my feet, dang near.
Placed them under your feet.
No, I'm dead serious.
He put his glasses under your feet for what purpose?
No. What had happened is we were loading wood. Mm-hmm. He had a whole bunch of chopped down trees in his yard, and we were loading wood into the back of his vehicle. Mm-hmm. And I was standing on the tailgate, and he had placed his glasses right there by my foot. Say this is my foot. He put his glasses right here. Mm-hmm. And didn't let me know. He's passing me the wood up to me, and I'm just throwing it in the back of the bed.
And so when you stepped on him, what was discussed?
He's like, don't worry about it.
Okay,
he's like,
now he's worrying about it. So once again, what you keep saying doesn't quite make sense, sir. What was discussed regarding this note, sir? Did he ever say no?
Yeah.
Or did he immediately
No, he said he would. He had a job coming up in Arizona, and he bought a house. That's why we got him to sign that.
There was nothing about, unless you sign this, I'm not giving you your car
No, sir.
back.
I don't do that stuff. That's not me. I don't want that thing in my yard.
Did you give him his car at that same time?
No, sir, I didn't. Where's the tow bill?
Sir.
No, I didn't get it. I didn't do that.
In exchange for signing this, that very moment that he signed it,
No.
did he get his car coincidentally or otherwise?
He got his car before he signed it.
Counterclaim for harassment. How does he owe you for that, sir?
Here I have 6 months plus worth of cell phone bills. He's constantly calling me saying, where's my money? Where's this? Where's that?
How often?
69 calls, 64 calls.
Over what period of time?
All in 1 month.
Okay, so twice a day. If you showed me where he called you 10 times a day or even 6 times a day, then perhaps I could conclude that's harassment.
9/29.
9/29. He called at what times?
6:36 a.m., 6:41 a.m., 9:32 a.m., 12:09 p.m., 2:30 p.m.
Let me see that. All on 9/29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. Is it my turn? No. Is it my turn? Your Honor, my son lives there too. He is a DJ at KGGI. I can't help it if my son is in love with him.
That's nothing but his number and his fiance's number. It's only a 714 number and a 562 number that is highlighted.
You got a lot of love to go around. I know that. If I listen to him. Sir, you're hurting your credibility as you speak. I'm going to grant both your judgments. How about that? Minus the emotional distress. You want 1,000 for emotional distress, not granting that, so you'll have 1,704. You, sir, you want 2,700. I'm not granting you that. I'll grant you 500 for harassment. That leaves you with 1,204, sir, for the repairs of your car and your glasses. Have a good day.
Thank you.
For the plaintiff.
We're still going to be friends.
We'll be friends.
He's just got one oar in the water. Yeah, I don't care.